So this is the typical Tuesday for Tokyo Revengers fans. Also usual reminders for you guys. Before going into the video first, I want to say this as always. Exactly 10 hours left for the release of the official chapter. But before that we have the official summary about the chapter. Also, a short summary like this will be posted on our channel every Tuesday 10 hours before the episode is released. So, before we talk about that, as usual guys, I would kindly appreciate it if you can drop a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's go into the video now. So the title of the chapter is It Takes Two to Tango. South is happy to see Mikey finally moving. Takomi asks why Mikey is moving now. Senju shouts, "Stay away from this, Mikey." Then, Mikey looked at Senju with a sharp look and wondered if she wanted to die first. South hits Mikey and shouts this is the end of the war. When South's punch was about to hit Mikey's face, Mikey immediately kicked South's face. But South didn't stop. When South and Mikey threw punches and kicks at each other, Takemichi immediately stood in front of South, stretching his arms and said, "Stop, Mikey. At this rate South will die." South realized something was wrong with his body. And he couldn't move. Blood came out of his mouth. And his hands were twisted. Mikey looked at South and said, "I'll destroy you." Takemichi feels this is the same as when Mikey is about to kill Kazutora. And if this continues, Mikey can kill South and Mikey becomes a murderer. But Mikey ignored Takemichi and immediately broke Takemichi's arm. Takemichi immediately screamed in pain. Chapter ends with Mikey stood in front of South and said, "Now, how do you want to die?" South looked shocked. And Takemichi kept screaming. South looks battered after getting beat up. Mikey has lost control and begging Mikey to stop. But after that, a cracking sound was heard. For those of you who are confused by the sound at the end, it's which can mean crack, crush, or thud etc. But it's not shown what really happened. So what do you think happened? Did Mikey kill South, or did something unexpected happen? Well, let's come to discussion part now. No mercy. No soul on his eyes. Mikey really serious about he lost his heart and feel empty after Draken leave him forever. I can feel how in pain Mikey is until he didn't hold his dark impulsive anymore and let it control him. Also that cracking sound seems like Mikey is really breaking South's body in pieces. So I wonder how it will start next chapter. Will South really die this time? There is no way to stop Mikey from killing him? What will happen to him if he kills him? I'm afraid the cracking sound at the end is not South, but someone else. What if Senju interfered between South and Mikey? She didn't move when she tried to stop Mikey. But it was before he broke Takemichi's arm in front of her. So I can see her interfering and keeping her promise to Takemichi about protecting him, which led us to her visions, where she is injured on her head. Mikey telling South I will destroy you gives me some satisfaction. But then I remember that, if he kills him, Mikey will become a murderer. And we already know what happens in Manila Mikey. If Senju got in the way of the fight and receives a mortal blow from Mikey, I would feel very bad for Takomi. In original Bonton timeline Senju is 90% dead and they named Bonton after Brahman. And we still have Takemichi's vision of Senju with head wound. What if Takemichi steps once more Bonton South and Mikey? Mikey is about to hurt Takemichi. And Senju takes the blow. I hope no one's dared to interfere. Mikey and South fights. It's enough with Takemichi, got his arm broken. But that's true, the cracking sound come from South. I could say, he died. I'm not surprised that Mikey would go as far as breaking Takemichi's arm. Mikey was in denial when the war started. But after letting Kikucho to punch him around, he finally realized that Draken is indeed dead. At this point, I think I said this in my previous video. But it's better to say this again. Because this is a perfect example of the current arc. Notice how in Valhalla arc Mikey snapped after Takemichi mentioned Baji in front of him. And he gave Takemichi a warning to move first. While in that leak, he suddenly breaks Takemichi's arm. Even before Takemichi talked about Draken to him. Imagine what's worse than it we could have got if Takemichi said something about Draken. We need a Takomi and Mikey interaction. So he would be able to tell Mikey about Shinichiro. And maybe it would help Mikey to calm down. However, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, if you guys like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe, and good luck to all.